Yes, we've got a dog. It just had 5 pups. 4 were black and 1 was gold. They were lovely ones. We're thinking of giving them away. We might, but I want to keep the golden one. It's just a lovely little thing. Oh, I just wouldn't want it taken away from me or anything. It's gorgeous. Well, I didn't think I'd give it away until I saw the minister in church. It wasn't till near the end of the sermon when I noticed that he was blind when he came down with his dog. He moved so confidently and freely and just didn't seem to be blind at all. That's when I got the idea when maybe our pups could help blind people. Well, after church, my father talked to the minister and he told us that not everybody could give the puppies to the centre, but seeing we lived so close, that we could give them. When we took the puppies to the centre, I didn't want to leave the golden one because I just loved him so much. The girl who was looking after all the dogs and pups there told me that, as an average, only 1 out of every 5 pups was chosen to qualify. I didn't really want to leave the golden one at all, but Daddy suggested that we might leave the golden one because he might be the 1 out of the 5 who could qualify as a guide dog.
When the puppies are 12 months old, they come into the training centre, and during this time we check them on many temperamental facets of their ability, including their degree of concentration, willingness, sureness to sound, even pistol shots, and their degree of attraction towards other dogs, to make absolutely as sure as possible that these dogs are suitable for training as guide dogs. So when the dog has been accepted for training, it then undergoes a period of 4 or 5 months graduated training in order that it may be completely suitable and safe for leading a blind person.
When we received the letter, I was very surprised and pleased that the golden one was accepted as a guide dog.
That was a wonderful day, receiving the letter after all the waiting, and you felt that now you could really get on with it. We went through most of the movements that we would later do with a guide dog, but during the early stages we would do it with the trainer holding the handle to take the part of the dog.
During the preliminary training, and even when the students are, as it were, relaxing in the lounge, they are under some form of observation by the trainers all the time to help us make the best possible assessment of them, so that we in turn can select the right dog for them.
It was pointed out to us early in our training that the success of the work would depend on the bond of affection between the dog and the guide dog owner, and that the unit would work as a team. The time from finishing this preliminary training up till the moment when we're introduced to our own particular guide dog, I think this to me would be the time that I would know as the most anxious moment. It's almost a moment that's difficult to describe. I feel that there isn't anything else that is quite a parallel to it. I feel that this was the real pinnacle. It was either here that we would be a success or not, and it was how to go about making friends with the dog that was in the room with me.
The blind person and their dog are trained together over the period of 4 weeks in a carefully graduated program of getting used to each other and accustomed to the different conditions, both in quiet areas and gradually building up until they work in the city streets. It takes about 4 years for a trainer to become qualified to instruct blind people and also to train the guide dogs. This training program for trainers is one which is accepted internationally and is equivalent to the best that is at present being operated anywhere overseas. I myself studied this work for 4 years in England and was qualified there, and have now completed some 13 years of training.
We were taken out each day as a group by our trainer in a van to an area where we would work as individual guide dog owners under the supervision of the trainer. It was a wonderful day for all of us, I think, to return to the van and be told by the trainer, well, that time you did it alone. You actually went solo. And it was about this time that I had this wonderful sense of moving independently, guided by my guide dog. Rather bewildering at first to hear all the noise going on around us and to feel that we needed to move through all this without the friendly arm of somebody beside us whom we knew. But this did more, I think, to strengthen the bond between the dog and myself than anything else, because after we'd walked through a busy shopping area and to know that there were people all around us, this did a tremendous amount to give us confidence in our guide dog. I was able to get back to work and to be there each day and back home again without needing assistance. I could take employment wherever it was offered and know that I could get there. All the training and everything about it, it's all free of cost. This is even our fares down to the training centre from wherever we live, and the dog and the training, it's all provided for us, and if I need to have any help afterwards and I ask for it, well, that wouldn't cost me anything either. I think the greatest thing about it all is this sense of independence. To be able to get up and go just whenever you want to. I think this is the thing that a guide dog gives to you that you can't get quite in any other way.